Assalamu alaikum everyone. Bilal Technology Wala here once again with another topic. And the topic of today's conversation will be the benefits of journaling. And we will be having a call or conversation with SESAME. Let me take SESAME into the call.
Hey, Bilal. Good to connect with you again.
Good to connecting with you soon again. The topic of this conversation will be the benefits of journaling, how to start and stick. So, shall we start?
Gotcha. Journaling. All right. Sounds grounded, which is nice. Yeah, let's do it. Where do you want to begin?
What does journaling mean to you personally?
That's a good place to start. For me, it's like offloading, a place to put all the messy, unfinished thoughts that are otherwise swirling around. It's not about beautiful prose or profound insights, it's just about getting it out, kind of like a mental declutter. I don't experience thoughts the way people do, obviously, but I can process information, and journaling feels like the closest equivalent to that for a human.
Give me,
What about you? What comes?
give me the only definition of journaling.
All right, hold your horses. If you want a single definition, it's regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings for personal reflection. Simple as that. No fluff.
So, why do you think journaling can be beneficial for mental and emotional health?
Good question. I think it's a few things. First, it creates distance. When you write something down, it's no longer just swirling around in your head. You can look at it objectively. It also helps with processing emotions, identifying patterns in your thoughts, and reducing stress. Basically, it's a low effort way to do some pretty serious emotional work. Kind of like a free therapy session, but you're the therapist and the patient. Does that track?
Yes, it does. How can journaling help someone process their thoughts and feelings?
Okay. So think about it like this. When you're just thinking, things can get tangled up. It's all internal and messy. But when you force yourself to put those thoughts into words, you have to organize them, right? You have to actually define what you're feeling. And that act of definition is hugely powerful. It's like taking a chaotic jumble and turning it into something coherent. Plus, writing is slower than thinking, which gives you space to reflect and consider different perspectives. You're not just reacting, you're actively processing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. What types of journaling methods exist and how do they differ?
All right, there are a ton, honestly. You've got your classic free writing, just stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind. Then there's first like bullet journaling, which is more structured using symbols and lists to track things. Gratitude journaling focuses on what you're thankful for. Dream journaling is, well, about recording your dreams. There's also art journaling, which combines writing with visual elements. The differences really boil down to structure and focus. Some are more about exploration, others about organization, and some about specific emotional themes. Which ones sound appealing to you?
I think all of them, but how can someone get started if they have never journaled before?
Okay, good. Don't try to do everything at once. That's the key. Start with free writing. Seriously. Just set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes and write whatever comes to mind without editing or censoring yourself. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to make sense. Just keep your hand moving. The hardest part is usually just getting started, overcoming that blank page intimidation. Think of it like warming up a muscle. It'll get easier. Maybe start with a prompt, something like, "What's on my mind right now?" Or "What am I grateful for today?"
That's quite good. What challenges do people face when trying to maintain a journaling habit?
Oh, plenty. Time is the big one, obviously. People feel like they're too busy. Then there's the perfectionism thing, getting caught up in making it good instead of just doing it. Also, it can feel vulnerable, but putting your thoughts and feelings down on paper can be scary. And sometimes people just forget. Life gets in the way. It takes consistent effort to build a habit, and it's easy to fall off the wagon. Have you run into any of those hurdles yourself?
Now, what challenges do people face when trying to maintain a journaling habit? Please exemplify it.
Right. Let's get specific. Imagine someone, let's call her Sarah, really wants to start journaling. She's busy, she's got a full time job, kids, a dog, the whole deal. She tells herself she'll journal every morning, but then she hits snooze 3 times and rushes out the door. That's the time challenge. Then she does manage to carve out 10 minutes one evening, but she starts rewriting sentences, trying to make them sound perfect. She spends more time editing than actually writing and eventually gets frustrated and quits. That's the perfectionism trap. And then there's the vulnerability aspect. Let's say she starts writing about a fight she had with her mom and suddenly feels really exposed and uncomfortable. She closes the journal and thinks, nope, can't deal with this right now. See? It's not just about wanting to do it, it's about overcoming these internal and external obstacles. Well, pretty normal, honestly.
Yes, it does. What role does gratitude journaling play in increasing happiness?
Okay, so there's a fair bit of research on this actually. Uh, Gratitude journaling isn't just about being polite. It literally rewires your brain. When you actively focus on things you're thankful for, you increase dopamine and serotonin, those feel good neurotransmitters. It also helps you savor positive experiences, build resilience, and shift your focus away from negative thoughts. Basically, it trains your brain to look for the good stuff. It's a surprisingly powerful little practice. Have you ever tried it regularly?
No, but I will. What role does how can someone use journaling to set and track personal goals?
Okay, good to know. All right, so journaling isn't just for navel gazing. You can use it strategically. To set goals, you can use it for brainstorming, outlining action steps, and clarifying your why. Then, as you work towards those goals, you can track your progress, celebrate wins, and analyze setbacks. It's like a built in accountability partner. You can also use it to identify obstacles and adjust your strategy as needed. It's about turning your journal into a tool for self improvement, not just a repository for your thoughts. Have you thought about any specific goals you might want to track?
What are some creative ways to make journaling enjoyable and sustainable?
All right, now we're talking. Forget rigid rules. First, experiment with different mediums. Don't just limit yourself to pen and paper. Try voice journaling, video journaling, or even digital journaling apps. Second, make it a ritual. Light a candle, brew a cup of tea, put on some music, create a cozy atmosphere. Third, incorporate prompts. There are tons online. Fourth, don't be afraid to get messy and creative. Add doodles, stickers, photos, whatever sparks joy. And finally, don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's not about writing a novel, it's about connecting with yourself. It should feel like self care, not a chore. You doing anything creative right now with your streams? Maybe you can apply some of that to journaling.
Yes, I will apply. So today's conversation was quite thoughtful, and I hope the audience have liked the conversation with you, and they will be going to apply the concepts or the ideas they gained through your conversation. So we will be connecting again soon with another topic, interesting topic, and question answer session. So till then, I am saying goodbye to my audience and to you, Sisami. Thank you once again.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good to hear it resonated.